I'm going to make coffee in my old-fashioned percolators and make toast in an old-fashioned toaster. So come along with me. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information. I just share with you my perspective on different topics, as is with this one. Well, this is an old-fashioned percolator, and I am not sure exactly how old it is. I've had it in my attic for quite some time. I think it may be from the 30s or 40s. I'm not really sure. More of an old-fashioned toaster here, and I also have probably a 1960s, maybe 1970s coffee pot. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make coffee, okay? So here is the inside of how the coffee pot looks over here, the toaster when it's opened, and this coffee pot. And I'm going to put coffee in each of the, I don't know what you call them, the parts where you put the coffee into. They don't need filters. So these old-fashioned ones never use filters. So as you can see, I put coffee in the coffee pot there. A piece of toast is going into the toaster, and coffee in this coffee pot. So this one's going to go over on the stove. So I just turned it on. It's going to perk in a little bit. And I just plugged this one in. You can see the cord is old, but it's in good shape. So I just plugged it in, and hopefully it will start perking here in a little bit. With the toaster, I just turned it on. You can see the little red button is on. So we're going to find out how the coffee pot does, and how this coffee pot does, and how the toaster does. Now, growing up, we had a regular percolator. We either made the coffee on the stove, or eventually we had a percolator like that one over there that you're seeing. And the toaster, that actually one of the ones I remember is you actually set it on the burner of the stove, and the heat from the stove, the fire from the stove, went up underneath it, and that was how you made your toast. And so I love antiques, I love classic items, and so, you know, over here, the coffee, let's see if it's perking yet. Yeah, you can see it's almost starting to perk. Can you see that? Well, we'll keep an eye on it, okay? And so I got to thinking, I went up to my attic, and I'm starting to streamline, and I'm starting to go through things, and I'm starting to organize, and, you know, give my kids some things, and just, you know, go through stuff, organize stuff, which I'm very organized anyhow. And I came across my 2 old coffee pots, and I thought, you know, why not? Why not just go ahead and make some coffee there, and see how it turns out again, because I'm so used to growing up with coffee pots that you actually do the old-fashioned way, and toasters like that. So it's really cool, you know, it's really cool. Times have changed, but often we remember all the little things that we did along the way. Okay, well, you can see that my piece of toast burned, and I'm not sure why. I think I had it turned up too high. Let me try again. I actually think with this kind of toaster, if I remember correctly, you have to chime it. It doesn't chime itself. So I'll stand here and watch it, okay? So this time it came out a little bit better. Not quite, maybe I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe there's a particular way to keep the toast from burning, but it's good. It came out pretty good, okay? So maybe not as perfect as the modern day toasters, but I don't know what year this toaster is, but I know it's pretty old. Over here, it's perking, perking, perking. And this one's taking a little bit longer because I went and I put, I think, a lot of water in it. And had I put a little bit of water, maybe like a half a pot, it would perk faster. Of course, I drink my coffee with a straw because it's so much better with a straw for me. Because I feel like when I drink it with a straw, it avoids the front of my teeth from getting the coffee stain. And since I like coffee, I just drink my coffee with a straw. And you can see now the coffee is beginning to perk and it's starting to brew and look like coffee instead of just like water. Still perking. Maybe I'll have my toast with the coffee. How about that? So I just turned it off and I am going to pour me a cup of coffee and we'll see what this one tastes like, okay? Okay, I want to do it very carefully because it's very, very hot. Probably I could have left it in there a little bit longer, percolating, but I didn't want it to burn, but it's good. Now I like my coffee strong, and a lot of people like their coffee weaker, so this would be perfect for someone who doesn't like their coffee real strong, but it's actually quite good. Really good, really good. Coffee the old-fashioned way. Let's go try the other one. Okay, so it quit perking, so we're going to try it this way. Let's see how, yep, there it goes. There it goes. We're going to compare the two. So this is out of the silver percolator. That's really good too. And I think I like this one better because it's stronger, because it brewed the whole time. I guess it shuts itself off somehow, I don't know. Or it shuts itself off from stopping to percolate. And the other one doesn't, so you have to turn it off so it doesn't burn. One of the things I remember growing up is that my sister used to make it on the stove in a glass coffee pot. Now, my mom had a silver coffee pot on the stove. And I always liked the silver pot better than the glass coffee pot because I just didn't particularly trust the glass coffee pot, but I guess they're trustworthy. It was just me. And, but yeah, it turned out really good. And I think, you know, because I don't use these kind of coffee pots, I would have to kind of adjust it to the strength that I wanted. But it is really cool. It is really, really cool. You have more, I think, of a 1960s coffee pot. And here you have more of a, probably, I would say 30s, 40s, 50s coffee pot. I mean, I don't know the exact dates of these. It could very well be from the 1930s for all I know. And of course my little toaster over here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Well, from my house to yours, may God bless you. And I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.